Wow. Wow. Guess what just happened? Instagram Live kicked me off because I was playing Burna. Are you serious? IG, how are you kicking me off because I was playing some Afro beats? That's crazy. I was just trying to set the vibes. And they kicked me out. This is craziness. Anyways, oh my is right. Literally. Just trying to put you all onto some Afro beats. Well, y'all already know it. You know, the audience we have here, everybody's hip. So anyways, back to it. Detoxing the body, when you're actively in high levels of detox, these are for short periods of time. So anybody who's in my detox containers, you understand you are actively on a lot of herbs, flushing all systems of the body. You're actively on parasite herbs, flushing these organisms out of your body for a short period of time though. You recognize this is a 3 or a 4 month period of time to detox the body at a high level that way. Now the reason why you don't live in detox for an extended period of time is because why are you going to be continuously stripping the body over and over and over again? Why are you always going to be trying to flush things out of the body all the time? That's not how it works. That's how people get depleted. You can strip yourself down too far when you actively live in detox for a long period of time. So when you actively go in, short period of time, you come out and rebuild. Then you can go back in if you have more healing, and then you come out and rebuild. These are the cycles of life, right? In and out, and in and out. And then once your body has healed symptoms to the degree where you're confident or the degree where you're comfortable, you don't have any symptoms left that you're dealing with, then life gets more balanced in the long run, and you don't need to be actively dropping into a ton of cleansing because your body's resilient. You have a clean environment. When you have a clean environment, things that you choose to put into your body don't necessarily accumulate because your body's resilient and adaptive to where it can kick things right out. For example, I went to go have some vegan ice cream. When I go have vegan ice cream, that is very out of the box for me. I actually don't think I've ever had vegan ice cream in 2 years on this journey until recently. So when I have something like that, my body's very resilient. My body's very adaptive. The sugar does not really affect me. My body flushes all that excess right out of my system, right? Because vegan ice cream still is not healthy, okay? Don't get it twisted. Vegan ice cream is not healthy. Crazy sugar. I don't care if it's used with coconut milk as a base. Crazy amounts of sugar. But your body's resilient. Your body's adaptive. You can flush things right out. When your body is not in an environment that's resilient, when your body is an environment of disease, when your body has an environment of inflammation, adding stuff to your body that is like that causes more damage or contributes to the damage, right? When your body is not in a healthful state, anything that you put into it that is not promoting health contributes to the accumulation of waste affecting your internal environment, causing your disease. You're just perpetuating it further the more you choose to put something in your mouth that is not healing you. Now, this is unfortunately the difference between two types of people, right? You have people who just got healthy. They just shifted some things here or there in their diet. They decided to cut some things out. They decided to do that. They just got healthy, but they still have symptoms, and they're confused why they still have symptoms. They don't understand why, even though they're doing all the things that healthy eating is, they still have symptoms. That's because they've never gone into a healing place. There's a difference between healthy versus healing. I've said this before. Now, if you're someone who recognizes that you have shifted things in your diet and you still are experiencing symptoms, it's because you still have waste accumulated in your system. There are two places where waste is going to accumulate in the body: in the lymphatic system and in the digestive system. The lymphatic system is a clear fluid that lives all underneath the skin. Someone says, yeah, I have to stop smoking because it's causing me to continue to have a lung infection I shouldn't have, and it started again. Need to consume teas instead. Ooh, now we're talking about this whole topic of addiction and how that has a hold on people. Now, I don't know if y'all know my journey or not, but I was a weed smoker. Weed. As much weed as you could probably get weed, right? Probably not crazy, but I was probably going through an eighth every 2 days. That's a lot of weed. You know what I'm saying? I was out here. And that's not a flex. When you're actively recognizing symptoms in your body as a result of the habits that you have lung infections and choose to smoke weed. You have joint pain and autoimmune and inflammation and you continue to eat dairy and gluten. You have eczema and actually, no, let me not even go there. I'm just saying, y'all have stuff wrong with your body and will actively still eat candy. You'll actively still eat dessert. You'll actively still smoke weed. You'll actively keep drinking alcohol. You keep doing all these things that are perpetuating disease in the body. Now, this has come up a couple times recently in conversation with people, and, you know, none of you are ever going to recognize the lesson that comes with being forced to care about your body. You know, if you're still actively putting all these things in your system, but you have symptoms, it's not processing here that you have to make a change. You're not hearing the scream from your body loud enough that's forcing you to have to make a change. Now, in my case, it was super extreme, right? I almost died. That is forcing me to care about my body. Now, all of your little signs and symptoms and this and that and little diseases and diagnoses and all these little things that don't seem to matter, right? Because, oh, I just have this thing wrong with my thyroid, or I just have this thing wrong with my adrenals, or I just have PCOS, or I just have this, or I just have that. All of those things add up and mean something. All of those things mean the body is imbalanced. All of those things mean that later down the line, if you do nothing about it, it's going to perpetuate. I have yeast infections. I have UTIs. I have constipation. I have migraines. All of that. I can't gain weight. I can't put on muscle. I can't this. I can't that. All of that means your body is imbalanced. And if you do nothing about it moving forward, it will lead to a problem later down the line. That's facts. That's facts. That's how this works. You can't get away with abusing your body with no repercussions. I love your lives. I learned so much. Thanks, girl. Thank you so much for joining. I read that sugar is more addictive than cocaine. Absolutely, sugar is more addictive than cocaine. Caffeine is a drug. Sugar is a drug. The food that you're consuming is a drug. The fast food is a drug. The ice cream is a drug. The overeating is a drug. All of it. All of it. It doesn't even matter. Oh, sugar's more addicting than cocaine. It's like everything in your lifestyle that is a bad habit is addicting. All of that. What is a habit? A habit's just an addiction, right? Someone can technically be addicted to meditation if that's their habit. I'm addicted to eating this way. I'm addicted to eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Steven, you're being reckless in the chat right now. You are being reckless in the chat. We don't even need to take it to that level. We don't need to take it there. This makes a huge difference even for little kiddos. Pay attention to the signs your body is giving you, especially in kiddos. Oh my gosh, their bodies react even faster because their body is a cleaner environment, right? Think about this. I even use this on my body. My body is fairly clean, right? Pretty clean so far. So when I put something in my body, I can immediately feel the reaction. Kids are very similar because they don't have decades and decades and decades of toxins and accumulation of waste and suppression of symptoms and just putting stuff on the back burner. Kids' bodies don't have all that, so their bodies react fairly quickly. I love how you are not quick to anger because he would have been blocked and live over. I'm not quick to anger, no. I'm definitely not quick to anger. Because it's entertaining. Tell me that wasn't entertaining. We got a couple laughs in the chat. And he wasn't talking directly at me either. I knew he wasn't. It was just like a general statement, which is true. So anyways, this kind of is related to the fact that kids' bodies respond so quickly and like clean bodies also respond so quickly. Then it's related to the fact that natural remedies don't work. Natural remedies don't work on toxic bodies. I've said this before. Like, you can't use garlic to clear your yeast infection when your body is super toxic and you were eating McDonald's burgers 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think a natural remedy is gonna work for your cold, your flu, your this or that when you're eating garbage? It doesn't work like that. Natural remedies can only work, and you can only tap into the power of Earth's medicine when you really embody the power of Earth's medicine. And you can't really embody the power of Earth's medicine when you're eating Lucky Charms and Chipotle. You can't do that. When I eat something I shouldn't, I feel it in my liver and my kidneys. Wow, there it is. Kidneys will respond very quickly to foods that are high in sugar. If you have any back pain after you're eating, then that shows that your diet is not what it should be. Your kidneys should not hurt. Natural remedies trying to fight unnatural things. Boom! That's a bar. That is a banger. Natural remedies trying to fight unnatural things. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. That's all. I'm just trying to teach you to the point where you can be your own doctor, right? I'm trying to just share the knowledge from my teachers. I am the vessel, right? I am just the talking head for the information, right? People like the way that I communicate it, so I'm going to continue to communicate it in this way. But I'm just trying to over and over just knock on your door and say, hey, are you ready to listen yet? Are you ready to listen yet? Are you taking your body seriously yet? Are you listening to the signs yet? Are you listening to the symptoms yet? Are you making moves to actually actively change your entire trajectory of your life? Are you moving closer to disease or not? Are you choosing disease or are you not? Because if you really think about it, disease is a choice. We have someone in the chat talking about, I think I have holes in my lungs, but I still can't stop smoking weed. What are we doing? So if natural remedies won't work on very toxic people, how does a very toxic person start? Good question. You start by detoxing your body. Hey, Armina. People who are actively ready to make moves will start to detox their body at a beginner level. And then you increase, and then you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. That's how you do it. You detox your body. We start to heal your body. The word detox and the word heal are equivalent. Also, look at my nails. Wow. That's a bright color. Good questions. Any tips for migraines? Well, my first question is, what does your diet look like? That's the first question. That has to be the first question. I've come to a point where I can't even give generic tips because generic tips don't work on everybody. The generic tips that I can give you are, have you changed your diet yet? Are you drinking water yet? Are you off of junk food yet? Like, those are the generic tips I can give you. Switched up my life in 24 hours, cold turkey, changed diet and habits. You truly have to want to make a change. And this is Mandy right here. Mandy listened to the call, paid attention to when the body hit rock bottom. You know? 2 types of people, y'all. 2 types of people. You either pay attention or you don't. Natural remedies are just the more cleaner way of applying a Band-Aid instead of addressing the root cause. Corey, that's also a banger. Because also, if you really think about it, I was talking about garlic for yeast infections, or you could do XYZ for cold and flu. You wouldn't even get colds and flus. You wouldn't even get yeast infections if you actually address the root cause of the problem, which is the waste and the imbalance in your body. I haven't been sick in years. Well, there was one time. I've been sick one time in 3 years. And it was recently when you saw me taking garlic on my story because I took 3 flights and I worked 2 8-hour days meeting people back to back doing their irises. And boom, I was out like a light. One time in 3 years. Very interesting, isn't it? All I drink is H2O. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's so interesting too because now, like, I'm out here trying to connect with people as well, right? I'm in a new place. I'm in a new city. I'm trying to meet new people. How many days was I sick? I was sick for 24 hours and I did a speaking event the day after. I performed on a stage and did a speaking event 24 hours after I woke up sick as a dog because I ran myself into the ground. I was back up and at it. See? And I'm a normal person. I'm a normal person. I am nothing fancy. I am no superhuman. We're all normal people. We all have human physiology. We can all heal our bodies. We can all do this. It's very easy. I promise you it's so easy. Right? And unfortunately, most of us are just locked into the Western med way of doing things. It's unfortunate. It really is. It really, really is. I've never been sick being fully raw, only when I eat lots of cooked food or oils or salt. And oil is a completely different story. I'm about to post a reel tonight because a part 2 of Dr. Aris Latam, my trip with Dr. Aris, right? I have him talking about, he goes, all these processed oils are a huge problem, even olive oil. I'm about to literally post the reel on that. Everybody in this community, no oils, no oils. I have never seen somebody heal to the degree they want to heal with oil in their diet. I have not seen that. You hear all the narratives and all the jargon about olive oil is good for you, this is good for you, that's good for you. Have they actually done it? Have they done it? Where are there healing retreat centers where you can eat that way and you're curing cancer? I've never seen it. Oil is not a part of the foundational theme of all of the healers, the OG healers. I'm talking about literally the OGs, where we're reading their books from the 1920s. Nobody has oil in their diet. The OGs have no oils in their approach to healing. Now, of course, there are different philosophies to healing the body, right? We hear about fruit, we hear about greens, we hear about fermented, we hear about this, we hear about that. There are a ton of different philosophies to healing the body. There is always a common theme amongst all of them. What about coconut oil? Why are you using oils? What is the natural version of a coconut oil? Natural coconut oil is coconut cream. What does that mean? You take coconut meat and you blend it and strain it. That is still not an oil because everything is intact. In oil, regardless of the type, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, hundreds of those fruits, hundreds of those require you to process it down and create oil. Oil is extremely dense in fat for such a small serving. That is not naturally processed by the body because oil is not naturally occurring. Oil is not naturally occurring. How does the body want to process things that are not naturally occurring? Just like it doesn't want to process processed food. Just like processed food gives you disease, the body does not want to process things that are not naturally occurring. The body does not recognize things that are not naturally occurring. And that's also the problem with synthetic supplements. Are you guys on any calcium right now? Magnesium right now? Why are you on that? Are you on selenium? Are you on iron? Are you on folate? Why are you on that? Do you trust the source that you're getting these from? Probably not. They're all synthetic vitamins. It's very rare you find a good quality whole food supplement. There's only one brand in the mainstream that I use, and then everything else is not mainstream at all. Exactly. Undine. The single dosing of the synthetic supplements, the calcium here, the magnesium there, the this there, the selenium here, the this, the that, the other thing, what has it done for your body? I've never seen that heal anybody. Never. I've never seen somebody come to me and be like, I successfully healed off of a ridiculous supplement regimen that I was given after my lab testing. I have never heard healing to this level off of that approach. I tried healing all that way. I tried healing with lab testing and sensitivity testing. I tried healing with supplement after supplement after supplement after supplement after supplement. I tried healing by going grass-fed meats and by going organic eggs and by going clean oils. I tried healing that way. What did that do? Nothing. Sure. I will say it put me in a cleaner state, right? It did put me in a cleaner state. But it's the difference between healthy and healing. If you still have symptoms and you've changed your diet to be more healthy and you're confused why you still have symptoms, it means that you didn't go far enough. You didn't go to healing. Healthy is very different from healing. Do you think we should supplement vitamin D for those up north? Corey, I just dropped my winter detox. That has the natural vitamin D stimulant in there. The winter detox in the healing blueprint just dropped. That has the natural vitamin D stimulant for you, my love. Go check that out. And that's good for people with teeth sensitivity too, because vitamin D and calcium are very interconnected. One helps the other's absorption. They piggyback off each other. So also, if you know that you test low in vitamin D, if someone tests low in vitamin D, I do not think that supplementing vitamin D is the worst idea. I don't think that, right? It's probably a good idea in the short term, right? However, in the long term, until you decide to actively detox, you're never going to fix the problem, first of all, right? You're never going to fix the problem if your body's not in balance. I have not supplemented vitamin D in 3 years, and I do not test low at all. And I lived in New England for 2.5 of those 3 years. 2 1/4 of those 3 years. When the body is clean, it functions the way it's meant to function off of the natural things it's meant to function with. Humans on this earth have lived with breath, sun, water, plants, and animals. That is what we have lived with. Breath, sun, water, plants, animals. They did not have supplements. So when you clean your body and you're in tune with nature and understanding nature as medicine, and you get back to your internal environment that is not bogged down by society's chemicals and toxins, the body doesn't have a problem. Thoughts on chronic eczema, even though I've cut out gluten and dairy? Yeah, you've just gone healing. You've just gone healthy. You haven't gone into healing yet. You haven't removed any waste from your body. You haven't supported the kidneys yet. You haven't cleansed the liver yet. You haven't cleared out the lymphatic system yet. You have waste that is bubbling up to the skin and creating a reaction on the skin that's manifesting as eczema. We haven't cleared parasites. You haven't cleared fungus. You haven't rebalanced the microbiome of the body. All of that, that's the answer to eczema. You've taken the first step. Amazing, amazing. You've gone first step, cut out gluten, dairy, boom, perfect. What else do we have now? What's the next step? How do we keep going? How do we go from healthy to healing? How do we do that? The healing healthy thing is one of my favorite things you say. I started being healthy, and now when I get asked why I detox, I say because I'm healing, and once I'm healthy, I'll go back to eating healthy. See, because you can handle healthy when your body is clean. Your body's resilient. Your body's adaptive. Your body naturally can kick out things. When it's in a balanced state. When things are in a... Think about this, guys. Think about this. Let's talk about viruses, for example, quickly. Okay? HIV, herpes, all the things that people can contract, right? All of that is going to take hold in your body when your body is in a toxic environment. Right? All of that is, and even flu viruses and mono and Epstein-Barr and Lyme and all those things are only going to take hold in your body when your environment is conducive to a virus thriving. That is the only time. Now, most of our bodies are in a place where viruses will thrive. Unfortunately, that's the case. All of us are in a toxic place. Nobody knows that detoxing is the thing until they come across people like me on social media who are trying to scream it in your ear because nobody's reading books anymore. Everybody's on social media all the time. And I'm not bashing that because I don't even read books outside of health books pretty much. I don't have time, and this happens to be my career path, so I just can pour all of my time into this. But that's why you guys have people like me, right? That's why there are people like this doing this, because y'all are working. Y'all don't have time to also learn all of this. So why would you not take a shortcut and learn from the person who's actually doing all the work, right? This is perfect. But when you find the person that is the shortcut, you got to listen. You got to actually apply it to your body to see results. You can't just sit here listening to my live eating Chipotle in your car. You can't sit here listening to my live and you got McDonald's for dinner last night. You can't sit here listening to my live and right now you're eating cereal as your late night snack. You're being a hypocrite to yourself. The only person you're hurting is yourself. I promise you. Only person you're hurting is yourself. I appreciate you as well. Thank you for joining, everyone. What other questions we have? What other questions do we have? Sometimes I try to can anything be done for asthma? 100%. I used to have asthma. Chronic asthma to where I had literally inhalers every day, all the time. Yeah. Number one, you need to stop eating dairy. That's the first thing. You cannot have any mucus forming response in your body, especially when you have asthma, because mucus sticks straight here. That mucus response when you eat dairy is straight to the chest, right? Even people who consume dairy and they haven't consumed dairy in a long time, what happens? You start to be like hacking up mucus in some way, shape, or form. Your number one step to healing asthma is stop eating dairy. That's your number one step. Anyone asking about symptoms, I can promise detox is the answer. Your body is screaming at you to stop putting toxins in it. Yeah, it's so funny how some people think detox doesn't apply to them. Detox applies to every single human who is listening to this live right now. And this is how I say it. I was on a call earlier with a client who's considering signing up with me. And this is how I explain it. I am never going to tell you, first of all, I'm never going to tell you to stop doing Western med. I'm never going to tell you to do that because that scares too many people. So if I'm not going to tell you to get rid of Western med, right? There is this idea of using the two together in tandem happily, okay? If you use both together, you have an amazing chance. And eventually you wean off of Western, right? Okay. Now the next part of this is don't claim your diagnoses and don't claim your conditions and don't claim this, that, or the other thing on your body if you've never detoxed. Because all of those responses, your symptoms, your conditions, your diagnoses, your inflammation, all of those things are just a result of your internal environment being imbalanced. Your internal environment is imbalanced. That's the only reason you have any of these diagnoses, conditions, symptoms. Why are you going to claim all this if you've never done the thing that's going to get rid of them? Because after you detox once, right? For example, let me give you guys an example here. In my body, I've used my body as an example. Before I detoxed, ever, I had athlete's foot, chronic yeast infections, hair loss, missing period or completely irregular period, okay? Syncope, migraine with aura, chronic acne that came on from chemo, as we know. I'd say those 7 are the big ones that I can remember, okay? 6 of those things were completely gone after 1 round of detox. Now, after 1 round of detox, if all of those 6 things were completely gone and I've never had a problem with them in 3 years now, right? All we have left is the acne, which has improved significantly, as you guys can see my face, compared to before. Why would I claim any of those diagnoses and diseases or conditions before? They all went away with 3 months of detox. Why would I claim that on my body? So now after my first round of detox, where do I recognize my imbalance still lies? The liver, the kidneys, and the lymphatic. And why is that? Because I can still see chemotherapy and chemicals affecting my skin, that system of the body. So now, where do I put all of my support? Lymphatic, liver, and kidneys. After you do the thing, then you figure out where your true imbalances lie and your true imbalances need support. And then you hone in. But why are you going to claim all of this, that, and the other thing when you've never done anything about it? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I need a deep breath. Deep breathing and some stretching. I get really, really riled up about this stuff. I feel like I've been posting on YouTube my old Instagram lives, and it's actually so funny because I am uncomfortable almost watching them because I used to swear a lot. I don't like that. Like, I don't like the fact that I'm reposting because the information is super knowledgeable, but I used to swear a lot in these lives. And I'm just not on that wave at all anymore. It almost makes me cringe a little bit. But I'm saying that because even though I feel super passionate and get like really like in it when I'm kind of talking, I've still recognized that my energy has gotten a little bit softer. Can you detox by applying castor oil packs all over your body? No, you can't. So it's possible to go from the worst extreme of toxic to clean in approximately 3 months. I would say When you do it the right way, sure. When you do it the right way, I'm going to say sure. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say 100%. I'm not going to say that. However, when you do it the right way, a 3-month time period will clear a lot out of your body. It will clear a lot out of your body. When you do it the right way, like I told you, when you do it the right way. Detox comes from within. Exactly. When you're doing body treatments, like a castor oil pack, like an enema, right? These are manual supports that you can use to help toxins flush out of your system faster. I thought it would take years. 3 months is awesome. Yeah, it will probably take years. For me, it's obviously still taking years. Think about it. Right? I'm not saying completely toxic to completely clean in 3 months. I'm not saying that because I'm not completely clean. My lymphatic, my liver, and kidneys, this is still 2.5 years later. You hear what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. But you can definitely clear a lot and heal a lot in 3 months doing it the right way. Absolutely, you can. It will take years to be completely clean. Toxins are embedded in our tissues too. And this concept of completely clean isn't even like a thing, you know? It's not even a thing. There's no level of perfection that you should aspire to. And two, this is a thing with like people's irises. Like if you guys know iridology or ever gotten an iridology reading, some people will try to just like detox and detox and detox until their irises are completely healed. That's not a thing. Okay? That's not a thing. So like, be careful. Be careful if your mentality is around completely healed. Completely clean. That's not how it works. Good, you see what I mean. Good. Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome. What else we got to talk about tonight? What else? Oh, let me talk about this. So, actually, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Are pets able to detox? Yes, you should be parasite cleansing your pets. Yes. Pets are able to detox. I appreciate that your program looks at healing as the long term. Yes. And the fact that there are the blueprint, you know, if you guys saw the blueprint and you're even switching to the winter protocol, all of this fits so seamlessly together. The blueprint takes you through the cycles of understanding how it looks to drop in and rebuild, and summer cleansing versus winter cleansing, and parasite cleansing 3 times a year like you should be at least, right? The blueprint shows you how everything looks in the cycle. It gives you context for how your first couple years of healing look, right? It gives you detox and then breaks from detox. I've been nursing for 4 years and I'm so ready to do a detox. Oh my gosh, I love this. We're taking one woman fresh off of breastfeeding right now, another woman into pregnancy right now, another woman into breastfeeding right now. Oh yeah. Deep cleansing after breastfeeding is fun. Because you can finally do all the herbs. That's the thing. You can finally stir up toxins without risk of getting passed to babes, you know? It's exciting. truly exciting. That looks like all the questions so far. I'm like yawning a lot today. Wow. It's because I've been active. I've been super active. I'm going to a retreat soon. I'm going to a retreat soon. That should be fun. All right, y'all. This looks like the end of our time. Questions have dwindled. If you are not detoxing yet, the winter protocol just released in my detox group. It is possible to detox in the cold months and have a good experience and have a good time. So if you're ready to detox, that's literally my slogan. Ready to detox? Ready to detox? DM me the word detox and we'll get you in the detox group. DM me the word detox. Can 5 years old detox for asthma? Yes. Yes, they can. If you're going to ask me how, that's a whole different level where you're going to need support for you and your family. I am not going to tell people how to detox their children on the internet because that's children. This is a different story. Everything that I say beyond diet stuff, all the diet stuff can apply to your kiddos. Everything that I put out about your diet can apply to your kiddos 100%. However, I am not about to tell you guys how to detox your kids. Totally different. Look at this. I'm already seeing you guys DM me. Coley, cute name. Cute name. We'll have to talk. When are you talking to my team? I'll DM you back right now. Yeah, when are you talking to my team? Hit me in the DMs. All right, cool. Y'all have any other questions? Tomorrow. Okay, cool. I can chat to you a little bit tonight if you want to. Ooh, yeah. Anytime I come here, I feel a lot better mentally. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you guys balance. I'm just trying to give you guys some grounding energy. Honestly, that has been a theme because I had someone come to me who is doing a detox from another person and their body is completely destroyed by it. And they're really, really, really scared about the reactions that their body is, and they're not getting support. So of course, people come to me because I'm the only one that's accessible, right? I'm the only one that's accessible out of the big name people out there. So they come to me because I'm accessible. And, there's no need for your body to have a bad reaction on detox. There's no reason for you to have a bad experience or to have a scary experience when detoxing. There's no reason for that. It can be scary. It can be scary where you're noticing things happen in your body that you've never experienced and stuff isn't working fast enough and you're really, really nervous and really, really scared. I was there, right? I was really nervous when my teeth started to get really, really sensitive on detox. So I was doing things the wrong way. And, the teeth weren't remineralizing fast enough, or the acne wasn't clearing fast enough, or the hair wasn't growing back fast enough, or, I wasn't gaining weight fast enough. It's like, there's nothing when you start to heal your body that is hurting you. There's nothing when you do it the right way. I'm not talking about the extremist ways that are out there that people come to me for damage control. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking when you're doing it the right way and you're healing your body the right way. So many people in this group right now, or on this chat right now, are in my detox group that are seeing how it looks to do it the right way compared to the wrong way. They're understanding how all the puzzle pieces fit together. They're learning the body treatments plus the herbs plus the diet, when to go deeper with the diet versus pull out. Right? All of this has a time and place, and there's no reason to be scared, and there's no reason to have an energy around like, this isn't fixing fast enough, and this isn't healing fast enough. Because you didn't have a problem for 30 years prior, did you? You didn't have a problem running to doctors and getting medication for this and medication for that and lab testing for this and diagnosis name for that. You didn't have a problem running to the emergency room or this and that or dealing with the thing for 30 years, did you? It's just when you found the one thing that's like, yes, this is the answer, all of a sudden you want it to work like that when you were so fine 3 months ago and the 30 years prior when you had no answer. You know, the same mentality has to apply. Have faith in your healing process. It always will work eventually because you are only doing things that will help you when you're doing it the right way. You feel me? What is good for hair growth? Horsetail herb. When you are using any herbs, please Google herb interactions with your medications. Horsetail herb is very helpful. Greens are extremely helpful. Wheatgrass is extremely helpful. Lymphatic stimulation of the head is very helpful. I like how I said I was going to get off live, but like I'm having a good time. I always have a good time. I always have a good time. Will detoxing help with osteopenia? Absolutely. The reason why you have osteopenia is because your body is pulling from itself. Your body, when it is acidic means that you have too much waste accumulated in your body from food, from chemicals, from meat, from excess oils, from this, from that. That's how your body accumulates with waste, and that's how it gets acidic is the word. When your body is acidic, it wants to try to balance that out with the thing on the other end of the pH scale, which is the word alkaline. We have two ends of the chemistry scale. Acid versus alkaline. When your body is filled with trash, it becomes acidic. Calcium is an alkaline molecule. When you have osteopenia and osteoporosis or teeth sensitivity or cavities or things like that, your body is depleting itself from calcium and stealing calcium from your structures to try to balance out the acidity. It's pulling the alkaline thing to try to buffer and create balance in your environment, which is too acidic. When you detox, you remove the acidic, you restore the alkalinity, and your body no longer pulls calcium. Therefore, your bones are good. I hope that was not condescending, first of all. I didn't mean it to be condescending at all. But I just know that when I am about to drop into a really deep explanation like that, I need to talk in short, like choppy, clear, easy to understand, step by step by step by step. So, you know, I'm not meaning to be condescending at all. Not at all. Thank you, Undine. Perfect. You know, I definitely have this narrative where like, I feel like my energy is more aggressive than it really is. So I appreciate that. You see that every day. Do you know if there are herbs that may help men with non-obstructive azoospermia? All right, so when we're talking about all these random diagnoses names that doctors throw onto your stuff, Who even knows what that means until I look it up? Non-obstructive azospermia. Let's see what is actually happening in the body. No sperm in the ejaculate due to failure of spermatogenesis, the most severe form of male infertility. The etiology, which means the root cause, this is what mainstream is telling us, the root cause is either intrinsic testicular impairment, which is a physical, structural interruption, or it is inadequate gonadotropin production, which is a hormone malfunction. Okay, so they gave us the description and they gave us the two potential root causes in very, very complicated language that most people won't understand. Even though he's conceived 2 children. Okay, so what is the problem? Does he actually have this issue? Like, unfortunately, doctors will just throw diagnoses on anything when the facts are the facts, right? Like, if you've conceived children, do you actually have this problem long term? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if we talk about the 2 root causes, intrinsic testicular impairment sounds like a structural thing, okay? Or inadequate gonadotropin production, which has to do with your glands producing, okay? So regardless, if it's a structural thing, okay, or structural impairment, that could be lymphatic accumulation is bogging down that area of the body, right? Pelvis, lower area, lymphatic, waist, okay? Applying pressure, way too blocked, that causes blockages, okay? Or inadequate gonadotropin production has to do with the glands of the body, okay? So we're looking at 2 glands of the body. We're looking at the testes and we're looking at the pituitary. Now, if your glands of your body are not telling your body to produce proper hormone function, there are 2 things that are happening. You may be lacking minerals. Your glands of your body run off of minerals. They run off of minerals. Your glands need minerals to function. So minerals, which could be your diet is not adequate in minerals enough, or you're not absorbing all the minerals you're consuming if you think that your diet is high enough in minerals. So minerals is one component. And then the second component is we have excess lymphatic waste that is clogging the system and preventing communication to other places of the body. When you have excess lymph, excess mucus, excess buildup in the fluid of the body that washes over every part of you, right? The lymphatic system covers every part of you. When you have accumulation of waste here, what happens? We start to suffocate the cells. We have an interruption of nervous system flow. We have an interruption of electrical communication. We have an interruption of delivery of nutrients. We have an interruption of hydration to the cells. So if there is an interruption in any sort of communication because lymphatic waste is overburdened, what do we see? Hormones can't fire properly. Communication and signals can't fire properly across different glands of the body. So no, there's no herb. There's no one herb that's going to do it. Dr. Tori out here going off. This is exactly what happened to me. Yeah, facts. Dr. Tori. I wear many hats. I'm also Farmer Tori sometimes. He has to detox. Yep. There we go. We've reached the end. We've reached the final solution. How do you feel about edibles? LOL. Good question. How do I feel about edibles? I think edibles, if they are like a clean brownie made with like coconut oil or something like that, then that's a better option than smoking weed, 100%. My mom got an appointment with you on the 19th. Very excited. Yes, I'm super excited. I saw her name come through. Such a sweetie. I can't wait to see her irises and her health intake. We'll chat it up. Yeah, so if it's a clean edible, this is so helpful because we couldn't understand what to do, and the doctors, of course, want to go for exploratory surgery. Why are they going for exploratory surgery when I just told you the two things that are causing the problem? How do they not know? Why is it exploratory? This is crazy. What do they have to explore? I just gave you the answer. It's craziness. How is the random chick on the internet going to tell you the answer and they're out here with lab coats, 10 years of med school, not knowing it? Hello? Hello? It's wild to me. What would you tell somebody? Esophagus issues, trouble swallowing, mucus buildup, swollen lymph nodes. What does their diet look like is what I would say. What does their diet look like? I can't answer any questions unless I know what someone's diet looks like. I literally cannot. Unless we're talking about root cause stuff, like right now I was just able to give root cause about non-obstructive azoospermia, whatever, right? But what would I say to someone? What does your diet look like is what I would say to someone. What does your diet look like? Raw food trying to heal. Raw food, are you consuming oils? You're off of dairy, you're off of meat completely? Yeah. If you're on raw food and you're having a reaction and you're off of course, dairies and you're off of oils, if you're having a reaction during raw food, it means your elimination is not open enough. Because raw food is naturally a detoxifying diet. Your body's naturally going to start stirring up toxins and shaking things up on a raw food diet. If you're having lymph nodes and swollenness and mucus bubbling up and all these things, it's a reaction to toxins trying to come out of you because your elimination is not optimal in other areas, via the kidneys, via the colon, via the skin, via the lungs, right? It's not optimal in these other places, which is why it's trying to bubble up and out. The lymph lives underneath the skin. So when you have all these bumps and lumps and humps and mucus and all those things are trying to desperately get their way out. Because your elimination is not being supported at the rate that you're shaking things up. If I go raw food, will the inflamed psoriasis go away? If you detox correctly, the inflamed psoriasis will go away. And in order to detox correctly, I have extensive amounts of resources out there. Extensive. So many resources out there. All of them in my free community, actually, completely for free. You have extensive amounts of resources. If you are not in my free community yet, you can DM me the word circle. If you DM me the word circle, you'll have access to all of my free courses, understanding how to start dropping into a detox diet, understanding the components of starting to heal your body. You'll understand all the foundational things that have to happen before you go into official levels of healing or official detoxification. A lot of practitioners are saying brown rice is acidic. What about for a healthy person? Undine, you have encountered the other side of the internet. Yeah, brown rice is not conducive to detox. Grains are not conducive to detox. However, after you detox and after you feel your symptoms are confident and comfortable, you're comfortable where they at, you can start to introduce some things back and see what your threshold is. Okay? Just because something's acidic doesn't mean you have to avoid it forever. That's not what that means. Just because something's acidic doesn't mean it's poison. Just because something's acidic doesn't mean that it's going to destroy your body. Okay? Because when the body is resilient, it's not affected by these things. It's when the body is not clean and the accumulation on the backup and the constant intake of acidic. That's what happens because you're adding to the trash pile. Versus when you put slightly acidic on a clean body, you're not adding to a trash pile. You feel the difference there? Now, if you detox a first round, which is 3 or 4 months, and you still recognize symptoms in your body, I wouldn't bring brown rice back because you have to detox another time. If you still have symptoms in your body, grains are not going to be a great wave for you. Unless it's like quinoa, rarely, amaranth, teff, spelt, millet, those types of things. In balance. Maybe wild rice or black rice, and not a lot of it. Not a lot of it. Grains can be inflammatory to the body when you have stuff going on. Okay? Especially women with reproductive issues. If you have reproductive issues, grains are a lot. Grains are a lot. Whew. The sun is going down. I'm losing my lighting. I like how I stayed on for like another half hour, 40 minutes after I was saying I was going to leave. But this is good. This is good. You guys got to see my breakdown of a random doctor diagnosis, give you the root cause, recognize how exploratory surgery is garbage. Absolutely garbage. All right, y'all. Have an amazing rest of your night. Enjoy your healing. I'm sending you healing vibes. If you're ready to make moves, this is me telling you you should make moves, because every day that you move forward without making moves is going to set you back. Every day that you don't make moves, you're allowing things to fester in your body more. Okay, bye.